Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. Well, it's been a while since I shot a video after a workout. It's because I was doing CrossFit for almost 2 years, and I would come home right at this time that I wanted to shoot videos with natural light, and thus was sweating. But you're more important than me looking like a princess. Although, trust me, I like the makeup and the stuff too. But you've seen me like that. This is like a marriage, right? No, it's better. Nothing wrong with marriage. Just saying. Okay, what do I have today? Something very exciting. I keep getting expansive ideas. I have a theory I want to share with you. And this is based on quantum physics. This is based on, as me, the writer, putting these e-courses together for you, sits there and comes up with all these things. I start to come up with more ideas as I dig deeper into quantum theory and really pulling from myself. I actually don't really research anything. The stuff that I write generally comes from me. I'm not like going and watching the other gurus and stuff. I want it to be original to me. I think we're just pulling from the same source, so we're pretty much saying the same thing over and over again anyways. All right, so it is after workout, so I need to hydrate. All right, so I want you to think about this, because I absolutely believe this is true, and it makes perfect sense with manifesting and where that comes from and how it works. All right, the universe is you. It is constantly reacting. Every time you focus on something, even with a thought, it reacts. So the wave turns into a particle. Not really, but technically that's what we're going to use, you know, from a technical standpoint. Wave, all probabilities, attention, particle starts to create. Now I told you we're all just a bunch of particles. Not really even that, because a particle can be split into a particle, can be split into a particle, which is infinity. So we are infinity. All right, I'm getting out there. All right, focus, bringing myself back in here. Okay, so particles mean that particles are what form into material things. So when you focus and you're creating that reality, it starts to come into your reality, whether it's the right person that appears or whatever, and those energies and those frequencies start to match. But you have to match the frequency. You know this. I tell you constantly that this is fact. This isn't me. I'm not, you know, some rocket scientist. It's frequencies match. And when you go to a certain frequency, peace, love, harmony, abundance, all these things, that's why you want to manifest up here, not down here. You're like, how can I manifest down there? Because you're manifesting right now. And if you're not getting what you want, you're manifesting down here. A lower frequency is lack, pain, whatever else. And people can actually get a lot of stuff down there through bad intentions, but they believe in the money and stuff, but it's based on greed, all right? So let's separate those two. Because when I talk to you guys, have you noticed this? This has happened way too many times to be a coincidence. There's no such thing. The universe is intelligent. Because I'm such an open channel and open to all possibilities, and I believe I'm unlimited. I believe that I'm just playing by the earth rules, whatever that is, right? Christ walked on water. I mean, what's that, right? You can say, you know, we're unlimited, but he was tapping into that higher frequency. We're going to take some practice, but we can manifest those things that we want, such as money, relationships, jobs, health, all those things that we want. Joy, just joy. Some of us have everything, and then we're like, oh, I'm not happy. I thought this was going to make me happy. So what happens with me when I'm talking to you is I'm referring to a lot of comments about what people want. And I will make a comment about it, like the lottery. Like I will talk about, well, what if you want to go on a trip and you have no money and, you know, you get it for free. And then I talk about any number of things. I talked about, I'll give you one example. I said, in one of these videos, I said, when I was in the Dominican Republic, so it's on tape before this happened. I said, we were talking about breaking through fear. One thing I would not do is jump out of a plane. And I said, because I have no desire to do that. And I said, the only reason I just do it is it was a really good cause, a really great charity or something like that. I then went to the bar to have a cocktail with some friends and met the founder of my internet training business, who's a friend of mine, who said, do you by any chance jump out of planes? I said, dear God, why? He goes, well, he has this really great cause because his cousin died from cancer, and he has this big charity, and we're going to try and break a world record with as many people jumping out of a plane within 24 hours globally. Fortunately, that got pushed to next year because we need more time to plan. I was going, oh my God, now I'm going to have to jump out of a plane. I said it, right? Here's what's happening. When you guys talked about the lottery and you're not winning it, I went and bought 5 lottery tickets, 5 or 6 I think it was, and 4 out of 5 hit. Pretty decent size, by the way. I'm not millions or anything like that, but decent size. I mean, I was happy with it. I mentioned the trip. 2 days later, my friend calls and says, you know, my boyfriend canceled, you know, we broke up. I have this first class trip, you know, to all the islands. Do you want to go? It's free. You just have to get there. I went, oh my God, okay. And this keeps going on and on and on. And stuff keeps showing up, and it's pretty well blowing my mind. But not because I believe it. I mean, I blow up my mind because it's very exciting. Here's what I believe. I believe that I'm manifesting it not for you. I believe that because you want it, and that thought is in the collective, and I'm talking about it, because I'm the open channel, I'm matching the frequency. I think that's exactly what's going on. That is quantum physics. So when I'm thinking about that person winning the lottery or whatever, I cannot interfere with your free will. So that's why people say, "Can pray for me, make it happen." I'm like, I can pray for you because if you want it to happen and you believe, but 99 out of 100 times, you're not really believing. You want me to get it for you because you don't think you can do it yourself. Thus, I'm manifesting this stuff myself. Joy, abundance, success, traveling constantly. All these great things are happening, and it continues to go and go and go. And then when somebody manages to talk to me about something and I come back with this, you know, very positive response, I'm hitting on that higher frequency, and of course, beautiful abundance flows to me. And that person's sitting there going, wait a minute, how come you got that? Because you didn't believe it, and I can't interfere with your free will. Sorry, I'm just sweaty. Purging. Yes. What do they call it? Perspiring. I'm in the South. All right, so I think that once you connect to that higher frequency, that even a thought is putting things in motion, especially if it's something positive and you desire it, and you have positive, good feelings around it, it can show up. So be careful what you say too, because other things can show up, and I don't mean like anything negative. Although I did mention every day being like, could be your last, and I got broadsided with absolutely no dent, didn't get hurt. It was bizarre. Everybody left the scene of the accident. It's almost like it didn't happen. So I was protected, but I thought, okay. So I think you are what you focus on and what you believe, and also what you desire. So don't be afraid to like talk about things like, oh, you know, ooh, I better be careful because this might show up or whatever. But if you're gossiping, you're on that frequency and you're entrenched and you're thinking about and focused on negativity, the fighting, the gossip, the cattiness, all this bad relationships, right? Competition, all these things. You're focused in that. So you go down to that frequency, you must be focused on that frequency. If you weren't, you wouldn't even want to watch that stuff. It wouldn't even be of interest to you at all. So you're down in that frequency, and therefore that's where you're manifesting. You're probably not going to get good relationships, or stuff's going to happen. You're never really going to make it to that next phase unless you release it and make an effort through meditation, whatever. So I believe that I'm manifesting all of your dreams because I just have no limits. And and I think that I like, because when I was talking about the vacation, I actually imagined me, you know, going to these fabulous places. So I'm already focused on it, and I'm manifesting quicker. You become a major manifester when you go on that frequency, and when you drop those limits. That's going to be part of my course. Breakthrough Fear is when you are absolutely dropping all of the limitations. You stop believing in them anymore. You start to open up. And that's a tough thing to do, because we all, like, we say it, but deep down you're going, well, okay, I can't really do that things. Just remember, and I teach you this, there are some planetary rules that we agree to abide by, and that is that we're not going to be able to fly off of ability to do these things, so we can focus on the density here of which we are experiencing and breaking through, which gives us the growth and the challenges and the learning. And then we're not, we're not running around like, flying around and doing crazy stuff. We do that on the other side, but when you come here, you're supposed to focus on the stuff that's going on here. So it's not that we're limited, it's just that we have agreed to abide by the earthly rules, of which we focus on getting ourselves reconnected. We're never disconnected, but you know what I mean. Recognizing our connection to our limitless self, that we really fear is just a story in your head, that it is part of our energy, but we don't have to believe it anymore. And that is a big challenge. Not believing the garbage. It's garbage. I'm sorry. We've got garbage out there in the state of Texas floating around. What kind of people do that? What kind of energy does that to a planet? It's changing. We're going to change all of it. Don't you contribute to any of that. Clean up everything in your life. See beautiful things. Focus on beautiful things. If you're watching TV, watch. There's awesome stuff. I watch animal stuff that makes me laugh. I love to laugh. I love to laugh. And then what else? Oh, History Channel and Josh Gates, Destination Unknown, and Expedition Unknown's my favorite, and just traveling and mysteries of history. And come on, that's cool stuff. No, I'm not a nerd. Oh, well, maybe a little bit. All right, I was good in school. That doesn't make me a nerd. Let's not label now. Not good to label a judge. So imagine that all the things that I'm mentioning for you, why don't you just do it for yourself and start believing that you can do it? I'm doing it for you. Come on, bring on another challenge. Lottery? Nah, we've already done that. Let's do something really cool. Yeah. Tell me something you want, and I'm going to talk about it. Let's see if it happens. All right, you are whole and perfect. Strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Oh, there's a cute little Jack Russell going by. That was my little skeezy that died. He was a Jack Russell. All right. Blessings to you, my unlimited, perfect light being friend. Blessings to you, abundance. Break through the fear. You've got everything. Quit stressing out. Make it happen. Focus on the now that is the probability that you desire. And know that whatever's going on right now can be changed. Focus on what you want to bring in, and it must change. That's quantum physics. Namaste.